This high-definition gaming footage was recorded using the POG HD PVR2. See the description to pick up yours today.
Hey gamers, Tony here from the ClassicL337 Gaming and Electronic Podcast, back with my good friend Mike
Hello.
Colangelo.
Tony.
Mike Colangelo.
Thanks for having me again.
Hey, I'm glad you're on the show. And we have 3 minutes before the big, huge PlayStation announcement on game trailers, right?
I know. I better not be let down by this. I've been looking forward to it all day. I'll get really depressed if it's not like big news.
I know. So what do you think of all these PS4s dying?
Well, at first I'm like, this doesn't sound too good, but then when it was put into perspective, like when you think about it, like let's just look at the Taco Bell contest, right?
Yeah.
They said that they sent out 400 PS4, so there's 400 winners. And we've only heard about how many from the Taco Bell contest have we heard something went wrong? Maybe one or two?
Well, then there was that other guy, and then that other... And then
the live guy? The guy who was doing live
the
feed?
other guy, no, I'm just kidding. No one else from the Taco Bell thing.
Yeah, there's
I've
only
heard of
one
it.
guy, right?
Yeah.
So, I think that might have been a fluke. And then there was the Kotaku one.
Yeah.
That had the HDMI port problem, but it was actually discovered today what the issue was. They didn't say it was human error. They didn't say it was human error, but they kind of suggested it could be. They kind of left it with a question mark. What happened was the HDMI port on the back of the PS4 was pinched a bit, and that damaged 2 of their HDMI cables, so they kept on trying to jam it in there, probably making it worse. And they looked at the teeth in the HDMI cable, and 2 of them were broken, the same 2 teeth, you know what I mean?
Well, my favorite part about that story is that there are these technological geniuses who are running one of the largest gaming websites on the web, and they're like, hey, this isn't going in there, let's jam it in there.
Well, you gotta admit, though, if you got a PS4 a week early, 2 weeks early, you'd be really excited to try that sucker.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, let's try this game, damn it.
Well, IGN...
My cable.
The IGN had that one, too, and so they finally came out of the closet and said that they had some issues,
They're
too.
like, we're
with,
gay. We're the gayest website in the world.
But we have a PlayStation 4!
Yeah, here it is. But we're gay!
And then they said it was, weird, their HDMI, it would flicker or something, and then they'd have to put pressure on top of the thing, and then it would pop on sometimes, and then it ended up crapping out or whatever. And I think, in all honesty, what happened is Sony contacted those and says, hey, we send you guys these freaking systems early, quit dogging us to the public and just get them replaced. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of broken PS4s, did you see that video today of the guy that took a sniper rifle to the PS4 and just blew it to shit?
Well, that guy got a subscriber because that was a freaking awesome. I mean, I love the PS4, but that guy is like a badass with weaponry.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome. But anyways,
a .50 caliber sniper rifle, and it was shot at 50,000 frames per second.
It was hilarious. I mean, it was awesome. We'll put a link to that in the description below as well.
Yeah, first shot went right through the PS4, and the second shot he shot it right down the middle, and it exploded.
That was amazing. That second shot was incredible.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I honestly think there's obviously going to be some consoles that are bricked out of the box. I mean, that's just part of the mass production of electronics.
Exactly.
Fortunately, hopefully you don't get one of those. If you do, Sony will replace it. I mean, I think there's a 1-year warranty, limited warranty, which means don't drop it out of a window or shoot it with a sniper rifle. Yeah. And anything else, pretty much, they'll cover. And so, I mean, they're going to replace it. I just hope it's not widespread. Not because, not for Sony's sake, but just for the sake of gaming. I really want to play the PS4 and have it work for a long time and all that stuff. And so I don't wish that kind of luck on either of the consoles. But I mean, we are dealing with technology, and as Rich and I talked about last night on that video,
I was just going to bring that up.
Yeah, it's a reality of technology. I mean, with any gaming PC, no matter how good the parts are, you have to tweak them. You have to make sure there's enough cooling. You have to do all these things, and they're putting it out there to people who are, really the largest quality assurance testing group out there. So
yeah, and you and gamers have the most critical eye too when it comes to this stuff. You and Rich said it best last night on your video that now that we're used to like consoles being released when the internet is active and everyone can communicate with each other, and if there's one problem with 800 consoles, everyone can hear about that one problem. But back in the day, when we just had magazines that came out like months later after launch, you didn't hear about these problems. It was all covered up, right?
Agreed.
Yeah, so everything's exposed, and I think they're aware of that. And I think especially Microsoft is aware of that. Totally weren't prepared for their launch. What was it with 360? 60% fail rate?
Yeah,
something crazy.
Like so
yeah, and Sony just announced that it's like the fail rate of there is a lot of PS4 consoles out there already with journalists and just contests and stuff, and the fail rate is like something like not even 1%. It's like 0.07% or something like that. If you did the math.
It's crazy. I'm basically at this point, Mike, just crossing my fingers going.
I'm crossing my legs, Tony.
You're crossing your legs. I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
Rich is crossing his nipples. And we're just hoping that we do not get a bricked console. That's all I'm going for.
Can I ask you a question about Rich's nipples? Why are they gray?
I don't know.
And why do they look so sensitive all the time? This always come up in topics. I also read that, don't know if it's true, but the average electronic piece of equipment has a fail rate of 15%. So if 0.07 or whatever it is PS4 so far, that's pretty damn good.
I just love your transition right there.
Yeah, from nipples to a fact, a made-up fact that I read on.
Speaking of gray nipples, let me tell you, the average console. All right, well, let us know what you think about the PS4's failing in the comments below. Obviously, Mike and I are getting them. I think we're going to do some Killzone this weekend, aren't we, Mike?
Yes, we are. We're going to do some Killzone.
Let us know what you think in the comments below, and let us know if you're picking up a PS4. Maybe you can jump in a game of Killzone with us. Not us. I mean, we're too freaking important. We're internet famous.
We are too busy.
But maybe you can find someone out there to play with. So this is
Gamer Tag Captain June.
Dude.
What?
I don't even know what you just said, but I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, this is Tony from Classic L337, joined with Mike Colangelo from
Friendly AI.
And we'll see you later. We're off to watch Greatness Awaits.
Oh, yeah.